Universal Studios.
Yay!
Melissa's first time.
Yep.
So we're gonna have the hot off the press reviews of rides and attractions from one of the theme park world's most divisive opinion makers. Today we're gonna do things a little differently. We're gonna start off in Islands of Adventure. It's open an hour less than Universal. We do have a park hopper, whatever they call it, but I figured starting off here would be good, especially with the new Hagrid motorbike ride. It's gonna be exciting.
It's currently down at the moment.
It's currently down. It's only been open like 10 minutes, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. Islands of Adventure. I'm not sure I've ever entered this park from Islands of Adventure before. This is my third time at this park, which is kind of crazy. And every time I'm pretty sure I've done both parks in one day, because I only like to go when it's quiet. I'm too old for the queues. It's totally worth queuing for big rides, but the smaller rides, I don't know. So we're gonna see how it is today, and if it's super busy, we'll get one of those fast pass paid extra tickets, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. You know what? It might not be Disney, but it's certainly a step above Six Flags, that's for sure. In fact, no, that's selling Universal short. The theming in these parks is really, really good. If anyone could give the Big D a run for its money, it would be these guys, and they do. They really do. So let's let the adventure begin. First ride, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. The screen ride birthed a million more screen-based rides. But this was the first, and in my opinion, it's still the best. They should have just stopped after this one. Let's get in there. 5-minute wait.
Man, you shouldn't be out here. With Doc Ock on the loose, this could be the most dangerous night of my life.
If you think you're getting out of here, you're in for it. Yeah!
So much for being careful. Just get back to the bugle and... Incoming!
Time to throw you off the street!
Look out! You don't! Doc, it's worse than your haircut.
Well, it's good enough for your sitting duck friend.
He's got us!
Shot for this! Hang on, I'm letting you down from here.
Happy landings!
Look out!
Guess that wraps things up. You guys did all right.
Spider-Man still amazing.
It's very impressive.
How would you rate it on dark rides?
Amazing. Like, I can't believe they haven't improved on dark rides much in, what, 15 years?
Yeah, it's like 15 or 20 years since that was invented, I'm pretty sure.
It's like everything you'd want in a dark ride.
Yeah, and they did clone it for things like Transformers, which, you know, is also a good fun ride, but I just feel like that still and will always be the original and best motion track dark ride experience.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Universal get a lot of flack from us enthusiasts about using screens everywhere. They, credit where credit's due, they really nailed, you know, making Spider-Man look 3D and look real. We are heading to do one of my favorite theme park shows in any theme park, and I'm really hoping it's open and running. Poseidon's Fury. Look at this. Good theming. The Trident. This is more of a walkthrough dark show, but some of the effects in here are incredible. Like the closest Universal gets to Disney magic, I would say. I just think the theming is amazing for a Universal park. And that's kind of pejorative. I don't want to put Universal down. Like, they're easily the second best at this kind of, you know, experience. But it's still surprising when you look at some of their other rides that aren't so greatly themed that they actually invested in stuff like this for the opening of a brand new park.
This is impressive. It's better themed than any Disney ride I've been on. So
wow.
Like outside grandiose effects.
Totally. I mean, when Small World in Orlando is basically just a vacant lot with a sign slapped on it, it's not that difficult. Look at this. All right, we're going in.
Just last night, Professor Radio said he found a hidden secret message right here. Yeah. That was the last time I spoke with him. Oh, that's a little different. Don't worry, I've got my flashlight. It's a good old, trusty, broken flashlight. Okay. Oh, no, check this light over here. I'm sure some kids have got monkey shoes. So we'll just... Oh, that's the secret message. When you look behind this wall, it sounds like an ancient evil held in keep.
Some bad feeling about this.
You should have heeded your master and escaped while you could. Now you will never leave. Unless you find Poseidon's Trident.
Whoa, wait a minute, what? Trident? No. These people, we're just on a tour. We don't know anything about a Trident or Poseidon.
Poseidon!
I open the doors.
Who calls upon the goddess, guardian of the temple?
I suppose that may have been me, Taylor.
You hold Poseidon's trident in your hand.
What?
What is your request of me?
This whole thing is Poseidon's Trident.
Quickly, we have precious little time. Bearer of the trident gold, prepare to journey into the heart of this temple, into the chamber of Poseidon. Are you brave enough to make the passage under?
Yes. Are we brave enough?
Yeah!
Now, the power of Poseidon. Lord of the seas, I ask for your care. Safe passage grant for those who dare. On now is the time, with fortune and plan. Your trident comes home. Return to Lorland. More quickly, for we cannot maintain its power for long.
You've done well, Taylor.
I did?
You have brought back something very dear to me.
The Trident? It's Poseidon.
Follow my voice and bring that to me. Fear not, for I am Poseidon. I have waited centuries for this moment. Now I will destroy you, them, and your precious trident. Once and for all. And the power is mine.
Wow!
It's the temple! I
Poseidon!
I've got to safe return to your world. You are under the protection of Lord Poseidon. Now go!
Still one of the most fun, certainly the most fun walk-through, dark ride, theater type experience I've been on. I think that Disney were probably kicking themselves when they first saw that water tunnel. That's still so much fun, and I haven't seen it in any other theme park or anywhere around the world. It's incredible. I also love the misdirect when you're in that tiny room with strobe flashes and causes you to like lose your sight for a couple of seconds. Then when you reopen your eyes, you've magically transported to a giant underground arena where they battle it out. Incredible. I fear that this is one of the many rides that's for the chopping block in the next decade. I'm just glad we got to experience it before it goes away. Great job, Universal.
Hello. Hi, how are you? I'm awesome. I'm the president of the Awesome Club. My name's Casbah. What's your name?
I'm Justin.
I'm Justin. Where are you from?
Memphis.
Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. Awesome. My brother lives in Tennessee.
Oh, awesome.
Do you know him?
I don't think so.
His name is Rocky Top.
Heading into Hogsmeade. What a beautifully themed land. Impressed? Forced perspective at its best. Welcome to Hogwarts. Heading into Forbidden Journey. It's like being in Durham Cathedral, isn't it? Yeah. Hey guys, what kind of dog do you think this is? Anyone know? Leave me an answer in the comments. Shh, the Welsh lady painting is talking.
What are all these muggles doing at Hogwarts?
Remember, meet Hermione in the room for quiet.
See, that wasn't so bad, was it, Ron?
Alright, so observatory. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Observatory! Ooh!
Hang on tight! Ron and Harry will meet you outside!
Hermione did it! That's
Whoa!
Keep up, Ron! We're on our way! We'll meet you outside!
Woo!
Sorry about that! Those benches can be a bit dodgy! But we haven't lost anyone yet! Not this week, anyway!
Hey, you lot! Haven't seen a dragon, have you?
Right, come on! We'll nip over to the
Woo! Whoa!
The dragon! Look out!
pretty good.
I think that it's really good. Now, I've heard you say that people give Universal flack for the projection quality.
Yeah.
So if they had the quality, what it has over Soarin' and even the Avatar ride is that you don't see anything but the screen.
Yeah.
It really helps you immerse into it.
If you look up, you can see the top.
Really? I didn't know.
But it's way less noticeable because it's smaller, I guess. But the way that the attraction operates, they have to move the screen along with each car. Like there's a screen per car in those sections, which is how it's such a people eater in terms of capacity. So we can forgive them that, I think.
It was a lot of fun.
The technology with the arm is pretty impressive.
And it's like, so far I haven't ridden anything like that at Disney. Or,
Totally.
You know, it's a new, interesting premise.
Yeah, it's yet another one of the attractions that they really beat the likes of Disney to the punch on. Anyway, good ride. Hagrid's, the brand new multi-launch coaster, has just reopened after technical difficulties, so we're heading there now. I know who lives here. Wow, pretty impressive. Stonework looks great. And you get glimpses of the coaster all around, you hear the noises. Very cool. Oh, we're going in. No. We don't have time to like see any of the pre-show because the line's so short. Nice doggy. Note to self, getting to ride right after some downtime is a great idea, especially when the queues have been like 3 hours some days. We are missing a bit of the pre-show in the queue line, but I think I'll forgive them that. We can always ride it a second time. The only problem is where they've weathered the wood up there, you can totally see the individual LEDs of the LED strips. Wouldn't happen on Disney's watch, that's all I'm saying. Oh.
Lucky thing to see such a sight in the wild. But Merlin's beard, we did see.
Look at this little horn.
Scroops.
That was amazing.
Oh.
That's one of the most innovative roller coasters I think I've ever been on. I just love the mix of the launches, the coaster, and all of the different little scenes that happen. That was the future of roller coasters.
As you would say, proper good fun.
Proper good fun. Ah, it's so bright out here. Let's definitely ride that again.
Definitely. My new favorite coaster.
Really? It's up there, definitely. Yeah, it's a really good one. So glad we did that, and without much wait either.
Yeah.
Good job, Universal. So this reminds me a lot of one of my favorite other coasters, same manufacturer, also here in Florida, Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens. The kind of slalom thing you do, down low. It's even down low to the water, like in Cheetah Hunt.
Yeah. I felt like an impulse to like reach down and skip.
Yeah, except you probably lose your hand. Well, now we come to the real star of the show. A lot of cranes, concrete pilings, and other construction going on here by Jurassic Park Discovery Center. We are surely getting a new Jurassic Park roller coaster soon, and I, for one, cannot hold my excitement in.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. It's like being in the movie. So cool. I hope they never get rid of this Discovery Center.
Look to the screen below. Imagine you're already a dinosaur and tell me, are you a carnivore or a herbivore? Are you a loner or a herder? Good. With this information, we can begin searching for your ideal dino DNA donor.
There you go.
Beautiful, babe.
You're so perfectly evolved.
Thank you for marrying me.
It's a shame Mother
You're
Nature
welcome.
didn't come up with the very same creature.
That's the face I fell in love with. Jurassic Park River Adventure. Figured it would be important to do this one before it becomes Jurassic World like the one in Hollywood has. They haven't announced anything yet, but I think it's likely to happen once they save a bit of money. Jurassic World in Hollywood's doing really good, so we'll see. But this one's a real shadow of its former glory. Obviously, people that know me know Jurassic Park's my favorite movie. It's definitely a staple of my childhood, and I really love the 90s kind of aesthetic lives on in the form of this ride, but I know it's not going to last forever, so enjoy it while you can. It's just so iconic. Ever-flowing river.
Come with us now to a time before man, when the river flowed through a newborn world and giants walked the earth. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Well, we are well and truly soaked. I think if you're gonna do one, top half, yeah. If you're gonna do a water ride here, there are some great ones. That is definitely the best.
Definitely.
Jurassic or nothing.
Classic.
Oh look, there's a wall going in. Ooh. So what did you think? First time riding it?
It was a blast. Like you were saying earlier, the animatronics could use some love.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be the one bright spot of it if it gets converted to Jurassic World.
It needs an update.
Yeah.
But that ending, can't beat it.
Totally. That also has seen better days. I feel like the timing is still a little off. Like it used to be like seconds later, right as you were approaching the drop, when the T-Rex would like forcefully swing out, rather than like he was just walking and then he just waits for you there. I think it was better how it used to be, but still impressive. Jurassic Park River Adventure. I think it's just the best themed water ride in the world, just because I love Jurassic.
Yeah, you're biased.
Yeah, I'm totally biased. All right, we still have one entire park to do. Started in Islands of Adventure, gonna head over to Universal proper.
Very exciting.
It's a tiring one, but we'll do it. And then we'll come back and ride this guy whenever it gets announced / opened. Here we are in rainy London town. More Harry Potter awaits. Now it's time to see your reaction when we enter this area.
Now this.
Yep.
This feels more real. This feels like more like a movie.
Yeah? Than Hogsmeade?
I think so. I don't know.
Possibly. I feel like it's partly that, and also partly that by the time they'd made Hogsmeade first, they had like way more knowledge about how to do this stuff, you know?
Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? One of the more ornately themed outdoor areas in any park. Can you see the dragon? Universal is a park that doesn't really take to vlogging well. There's a lot of indoor rides and a lot of them with metal detectors that they don't let you take a camera on. So the videos I make from here tend to be a bit hodgepodge of just like what I can show you. But we're here, we've got a couple of hours left before the park closes. A big thing of this trip has been for me to realize that rides like Jurassic Park and you know, other slightly older rides might not be here forever. And we're gonna go do another one of my favorites now that I think is probably gonna get chopped sometime soon. It's E.T. Adventure, and it's great. So let's go get on it and remember that every time we ride it could be the last time. I'll miss this when it's gone. There he is! Wow. He's calling home. That's the famous line, isn't it? E.T. call home. I want this smell as a candle. Oh, look who it is.
They got E.T.
Hide, E.T. Hide in the basket.
Hold it right there. Whoa!
We need to take off.
Alright, kid, end of the road. Whoa, watch it. Hey, stop! They're getting away. Look, they're flying.
shadow on the moon somehow.
E.T. Go to Dickly.
Welcome home.
Poor guy.
Welcome home.
Magdoll. Kill it with fire. He's playing the drums. The space drums. We got him home! Yeah! Bye, E.T.
Goodbye, Sybil, Jonathan, Alice, Carlos, Xavier, Estelle.
Attention. Please remain seated, keeping your hands and feet inside the ride field.
Magical!
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
It I like that it feels kind of dated because it reminds me of when I was a kid.
Totally.
Of like what life was like.
Yeah. One of the greatest disappointments in my life, which probably shows how great of a life I've had, very blessed, is that I never got to experience peak Universal Studios in the like 90s.
Yeah.
When they had like Jaws, and luckily I've got to ride things that have gone now, like Back to the Future and Terminator 2 3D, one of my favorites. But I missed out on a lot of these things, and I'm so glad that's still there. Apparently Steven Spielberg threatens to leave Universal every time they talk about removing that ride.
Really?
Yeah. So he's really behind it, you know, which is great. That's the only reason it's still here after all these years. But I don't know how much longer he'll care about it. I think after a while he'll be like, yeah, we could like do with some more stuff. So we'll see, I guess. Great ride.
Great.
Seeing E.T. in the little basket in the front.
Yeah, that was cute.
The only thing I've always wondered about that ride is the start when you're like bicycling through the forest and the guys are like shouting at you. Could really do with a bit of music or something. It's like a little quiet at the start, but I guess it wouldn't be, it would make it less realistic if there was like a soundtrack. You're meant to be escaping on a bike.
And I wanted to say, I loved the last part of the queue line. You don't stand in it for very long.
Yeah, the forest.
But going into that forest space.
Totally, it smells amazing. All these people are partying for Mardi Gras. All we care about is
the money.
With your souls, I shall rule for all eternity.
I remember this bit. The Mummy still got it. Who knows for how much longer, but for a while. You enjoy it?
I loved it. It was one of the better ones, I think, of the day.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I just love roller coasters that actually have scenes, you know, and effects.
You can't replace the real.
Yeah, totally. I actually think, to give them credit, Universal are some of the best at that. If you think about the ones that Disney have, I mean, they're getting the Guardians of the Galaxy one, and they have the Aerosmith one, but that doesn't really have scenes. Like, it doesn't stop and start the way that Hagrid's or the Mummy does.
Yeah.
I think they need a few more of those.
Yeah.
Please, please, Universal, never take away the Mummy, at least until you have some more non-screen rides, because that's another thing we're finding. We're both getting screen fatigue.
Yeah, it's real. Like, you feel like you're shutting down a part of your brain that's like wants to react in crazy ways but knows it's not real.
Exactly.
It's like a ride shouldn't make you feel like you're falling from 1,000 feet to the ground.
If
like,
unless you're not going to do it. It's kind of like motion sickness. That's what motion sickness does, right? Like when you think you're moving one way, or you're on a ship and you can't see the horizon, you can't see you're moving, but your equilibrium goes off.
It's just a different feeling, and it wears me out a lot quicker.
Totally. So yeah, we counted 7 screen-based rides here at Universal, and it's just too many. After you do them all in one day, maybe that's our fault for trying to do 2 parks in one day, but
yeah,
who knows?
It makes you really appreciate when they do it right without screens.
Yeah.
It can give you the same thrill without that.
True. I can tell we're getting old because it's been a really long day here at Universal. We've still got a few attractions we haven't done, but honestly, some of the screen-based ones and Rip Ride Rocket, the roller coaster, that actually isn't that great. We're kind of thinking with an hour left to go, we might ditch the evening entertainment and just go.
I mean, we got here close to park opening.
Yeah.
So
we've got a long day tomorrow in another theme park, and an even longer day in another theme park the next day.
Yeah.
So yeah, this might be a good time to sign off. But what have you thought of Universal, your first time?
Yeah, like, ask me tomorrow, because today is like sensory overload.
Total blur, yeah.
But lots of highlights, definitely.
Yeah. What would you say is your highlight?
Hagrid's.
Hagrid's?
Sure. Yeah.
It was pretty impressive.
I've seen all the Harry Potter themed stuff.
Yeah.
It's for sure the best themes in the park.
Yeah, definitely. I think Hagrid's probably for me too. I have a lot of favorites here, and I'm getting really like nostalgic for the old rides and really kind of feeling like preparing myself emotionally for when they go away, because a lot of them have a special place in my heart. So it's been really good to ride a few of those for what might be the last time. We just don't know.
First and last.
First and last for you, yeah. Anyway, come to Universal.
Yeah.
Do 2 parks in one day if you are.
If you can.
Yeah, if it's not the middle of summer, and if you aren't like completely dead tired all the time, then
go for it.
Go for it. It's doable. It's definitely doable. Thanks for watching our video. See you soon.